Yes, it's Jumani, also known as Jubian Watchna, is always Arsenal. 1-0 victory against Everton, and it's been a while since we won away to Everton. So, yeah, clap us for that. 1-0 victory, 3 points, and we continue our unbeaten run in this campaign in the English Premier League. So, big up the team for that. We started with Raya in goal, surprise for me. Of course, we started with the back line that I think most fans satisfied with. Ben White in the right back position, Zinchenko left back, Gabriel and Saliba in the centre back position. I like that. Of course, Declan Rice in front of them, and Vieira got his opportunity following his fantastic performances. He started alongside Odegaard in the midfield with Kai Havertz on the bench. I cool with Kai Havertz starting on the bench. Of course, he started with Saka on one side, Martinelli on the other side, and Eddie Nketiah on top, which was surprising to me. I thought Jesus would have started today, but nevertheless, no problem. We went out there and we dominated the game from start to finish. Everton didn't score for the season or didn't win for the season, and I knew it was going to be a tough game in terms of the physicality and also in terms of the parking the bus. But as the game went along, I never felt like we were not going to score. I mean, it was tough, but I felt like eventually we would have scored. Unfortunately, it was only one we got. Of course, we got the goal first from Martinelli, which was disallowed. I'm not really willing to debate that. And then, unfortunately, he had to come off. Hopefully, it's just a small injury. Um, and I was happy to see him returning to the bench and that kind of stuff. But nevertheless, I never felt like we weren't going to score. Trossard came on, and that is a big thing. We had Trossard coming off the bench. We had Gabriel Jesus coming off the bench. We have players on the bench who could still play on our starting lineup. But we went on. Trossard wasn't really at his best. I think his confidence is low. But thank goodness he scored that goal, because that definitely going to slot him right back into where he's supposed to be from a mental standpoint, because you saw him fumbling on the ball and stuff, trying to do too much when he came on. But that goal is a what a goal! What a set piece. You realize we start that set piece, that short corner, and we did it a few times well, and it eventually paid off. Of course, we got the knock into Odegaard, into Saka, into Trossard. One time finish, best. Yeah, we're looking good. And of course, 1-0, it ended up with just one goal in the game, but I'm not too disappointed in terms of the lack of goals, because I think we focusing on managing our games, and that must be commended. Our next game is in the Champions League. Happy about being back in the Champions League. We play against PSV at home on Wednesday, and then Tottenham on the weekend. So, not a bad performance today. Of course, the Raya situation, as I said in the earlier part of the season, I wasn't 200 with the constant turnover with our goalkeeping department. But if this is the final turnover, I cool with Raya and Ramsdale at least being with Arsenal FC for the next 2, 3, 4 years, at least. Of course, as we heard Arteta said, all his players can be rotated. And a sensing that Arteta really trying to build his own innovative legacy in terms of his coaching style. So you hear him talking about if he feels to bring on a goalkeeper in the 60th minute and that kind of stuff, he can. A little too experimental, but we had to trust the process. So Raya started and he did really well, I must say. Clean sheet. Ramsdale didn't really do anything to not deserve to start, but we would monitor the situation obviously and see how it works out for the rest of the season. But until next time, watch now is always Arsenal.